Hello and welcome to a new video here on my channel. After a long while we have another ranking. We already did rank all the Eurozone members in terms of designs, and now I'm gonna rank them all how for date runs. How fun is it? The question is basically how fun is it to do a date run of a certain country, and we're gonna rank all of the countries in the Eurozone from S tier. Those are the countries where it's most fun to do date runs with, and F tier. Those countries are horrible and pain to make date run with. And me personally, I don't have many date runs yet. But my plans are to start some more date runs for more countries, and so I already have an opinion which countries will be fun to make date runs and which won't be so fun. And I start step by step, so I'm still at only Luxembourg, Belgium, and Austria with date runs, but as soon as I have new uh, storage where I can put the date runs, I'm gonna start more countries. And I usually I have an opinion for most of the countries, and so I'm gonna start ranking soon. But there's something I still wanted to explain because for my day trends I try to find the coins in circulation myself. So my opinion is based on a collector collecting from circulation. So you can have different opinion, and you can also tell me in the comments what's your opinion. I also will put the link of the tier list again in the description, so you can make your own tier list and maybe share on the Discord server. But uh, let's get fucking started. And I'm gonna start with the best two countries to make date runs, and those countries are Cyprus and Luxembourg. Those will be the only countries in ST, not gonna lie. Why is it the most fun to start date runs for those countries? So those are two countries that minted actually every denomination in every year for circulation, and still there are a lot of key dates as well. So I would put Luxembourg actually. Let's make it like that. So this means Luxembourg is a bit higher than Cyprus because Cypriot coins are very hard to find across Central Europe where I'm based, but still their key dates seem to be findable. In my opinion, even more findable than any NIFCs. Even more fine for me personally. It's I feel like because I found more Cypriot key dates with 100k mintage than German NICs, than Dutch NICs, or something like that. And same for the Luxembourg 50k mintage ones. So, in my opinion, based on my finds, their key dates are more findable than any NFC, even the most common NFCs like Dutch and German NFCs. Um, yeah, and so they don't have NFCs. That's always a good thing for me to start a date run for a country, because yeah, it's more possible to find them in circulation all the whole date run. So that's pretty cool. So that's basically my reason why those are the best countries to make date runs with, especially for Luxembourg until 2017. 2017 was the first year they had these very low 50k mintage ones. Those are actually, yeah, those are pretty hard to find, but until then, especially when you are in Luxembourg and get Luxembourg rolls, they are pretty much findable, but still a lot of key dates with like 1 million mintage or even lower, where you are really happy when you find them. So it's fun when you find some of those key dates, and still everything is for circulation. I think you get what I'm trying to explain there, why they are S tier. And so let's move on to A tier. Spain is an A tier for me. Spain is only not the S tier because I feel like it's maybe even too easy. It's probably the best country. I don't have Spanish date run yet, but I think it's probably the best country just to start your first date run because you will experience a lot of progress in a short amount of time because they also minted every denomination in every year for circulation, and I would never put them lower than the 8 year because they are also key dates. So don't get me wrong, but the key dates are only really for the €2 coins that are really rare, I'd say. But there are also some lower than 5 million mintage ones for even the €1 coins or the 50 cents, and also the 10 and 20 cents. Those below 5 million ones are also not too easy to find, but they are, of course, a lot more findable than those 50k mintage ones from Luxembourg or those 90 or 100k mintage ones from Cyprus. So, and especially for the €2 coins, you have some key dates that you would be very happy when you find them in circulation. So you get a lot of fun, and you will be happy when you find them. So it's definitely a cool country to make a date run with. And yeah, it's not my only other country for A tier. I'm not sure, but we don't need to make this from best to worst. There's something I also wanted to talk about. So, which is straight up F tier for me is Estonia, because you even if you buy coins, you can't really make a clean date run with every date because a lot of dates are not even minted at all, and I hate that. So yeah, definitely not a fun country to do a date run, and especially even there are some years where like for the 20 cents, there are some years like 2020 or 2017 where the 20 cents is minted for circulation, but the other years, other denominations like €1 or €2 are not even minted at all. So you will have gaps that will be empty forever, and I hate that. So this is literally the worst country to make a date run. And Latvia is similar. It's a bit better than Estonia, but everything full of NFCs. They didn't mint a lot of years in to circulate for circulation, and even those years are like that they mint for circulation are way too common that you can say you have made a nice find. You know, definitely not a fun country to make a date run at if you collect from circulation. And also even Latvia didn't mint all years. So you even will have years like I don't know, was it 2022 or 2023? One of those years they didn't even mint a set, an NFC set. So you will also have empty years that you can't ever fill. So that's pretty bad. Okay, there's something that came into my mind. Austria for not that's not Austria, that's Croatia. But yeah, I wanna talk about Croatia. Yeah, we don't have a lot of years from Croatia yet because they are not in the Eurozone for very long. But until 2025, it seems like they also minting every denomination for circulation in every year. Let's see how long they keep on doing that. But so far, they're doing good with that, and that's pretty cool. So I'm definitely gonna put them 8 here for now. That could change through the years when they maybe start making a lot of NFCs, or when they maybe even start not minting certain years. So yeah, and that's why Austria would be a B tier for me. They have a few €3 coins that they're not minted at all, so free gaps that you can never fill, except if you put in the commemorative instead. You could do that because there's some years they minted no regular €2 coin and they minted the commemorative instead. I don't really like this concept. They should have split the mintage and mint regulars and commemoratives in those years. But it's still a B tier for me. I haven't Austrian date run yet, so yeah, Austria is quite fun. You make a lot of progress in a short time, and still you have a few key dates. You have also possible NFCs to find, but not too many that it gets too hard to complete the date run. So Austria is definitely an alright country to make a date run, and same for Greece. Greece has a lot of key dates with 1 million mintage or even lower. They kinda have a lot of a lot of NFCs, but not too many. And so they also and they started recently minting the whole sets for circulation again. Let's see how long they will keep on doing this. But Greece is definitely a nice country to do a date run with. And so Belgium would be a C tier. Belgium is definitely the worst country I have started a date run yet so far, because it's the only country within those first years. So those countries within the countries that minted 1999, 2000, 2001, and 2002. And not every country that adopted the euro in 2002 did that, obviously, but some countries did. And for most of the countries, let's say like every country except Belgium, minted all of them for circulation, and most of them even in high quantities, all of them years for all denominations. But Belgium did split within the denominations, so there are a few NFCs, and it's always hard to remember which are the NFC years and which are, which are the not NFC years. That's what I'm not liking. And also, Belgium also has a lot of NFCs, especially in the recent years. For example, never minted the €1 coins with Philippe, not minted a lot of the new €2 coins, and also with the 20 cents, either very, very high mintage, more than 10 million, or NFC. So it's definitely not the best country for a date run, but it is alright. There are worse countries to make a date run with. I think I put Netherlands in the same tier. They have probably more NFCs than Belgium, but quite findable NFCs. So you are very happy when you find one of them. And I think it should be, especially if you hunt in the Netherlands a lot, it should be possible to get them all from circulation. Except for the recent NFCs, those are pretty rare. So it definitely gets worse than more worse than better. So Andorra is for me a B tier as well. It's definitely the best microstate to do a date run with, because they actually put every denomination into circulation, at least in some years. They also have obviously NFCs within between, and those NFCs usually are very rare and obviously hard to find. They also have key dates and stuff, and Andorra is pretty hard to find in most of Europe, at least from my experience here in Germany. But I mean, you can still get them from traveling to Andorra or even France and Spain. So it is quite a fun country to do a date run. Especially, it's definitely the best microstate to do a date run with. San Marino is also alright. Lately, they minting at least 4 denominations for circulation almost every year, and yeah, that's at least something. But the new design almost impossible to get in circulation, and yeah, the copper coins are very hard. Also with the old design, but for the old designs, at least 2 years are findable. And yeah, but on 10 cents, basically every year, almost impossible. But it is still alright. For microstate, it's alright. It's definitely better than Monaco or Vatican. But yeah, if we talk about Vatican and Monaco, um, let's keep on continuing. Vatican is definitely E tier, because, and it's if you are do date runs by buying the sets, Vatican is obviously pretty cool, because the the sets will be valuable even years later, or you can maybe even sell them for a higher price than you got them when you bought them brand new in a certain year. But for me personally, as a collector from circulation, it's basically impossible to complete. Let's be honest, it's impossible to complete Vatican just from circulation, except if you maybe do a lot of trades and sell buy circulated ones. and from certain platforms. But for yourself, you won't be able to even if you hunt always high quantities of coins, it's basically impossible. So it's not really a fun country to do a date run if you're collected from circulation. Monaco is a bit better for the €1 and €2 coins. But no, let's be honest. Actually, Monaco is also an E tier. They have at least the first design, every denomination in circulation, at least for the first year. But after that, it's pretty hard to find the cent coins in circulation. And also, what I criticized about Estonia for not minting all years, um, not even as NFC. It's the same thing for Monaco. They don't have a set for every year. So even if you buy the sets, you will never have like I mean, you can call it completed if you have all the coins that are minted, but it feels uncompleted because they are years missing, and that's not a clean data run for me. It doesn't look nice to me, so I hate that, and that's something for me that is a minus point. So because Monaco does the same thing, it's also an E tier for me. But you will be happier if you find them in circulation, the Monaco coins. And to complete, I think it's maybe quite fun completing the €1 and €2 coins that are minted for circulation, and because they're findable, and you are always happy when you find a new year. And in general, you're probably happy when you find a Monaco coin because they are always uncommon to find. They are findable but uncommon to find. So you're happy. That's fun about Monaco, obviously, and also for the 50 cents in for the Vatican, but that's not enough for me to rank them higher, if you get what I mean. But it's just my opinion. So yeah, Finland will be C tier, but the best C tier. Also, yeah, no, Andorra is fine there. Yeah, Finland is a C tier because until 2018 they minted every year for circulation and for every denomination. But lately they're doing NFCs and they are very rare. So yeah, they changed very badly for collectors that wanna get date runs from circulation. And also the 2019 year is not completed. We have the 5 cent, I think, and we have the €2, and all others are not even minted. So an uncompleted set again, which is not very clean and not very cool. I mentioned before that I hate that. So yeah, definitely a C tier. Definitely a C, or yeah, a C tier. Mm, actually, let me think about. Uh, let's be honest. Put those lower. Yeah, put those lower. And I think Slovakia is a low B tier, a very low B tier, because they also have a lot of NFCs, but I feel like at least in Slovakia, some of them are quite findable from finds that I saw on the Discord server if you hunt a lot. So makes them more possible to complete them, but for the 20 cent and 50 cents we have only the 2009, everything else NFC. But we also have quite a few years for circulation, especially for the €2 coins and for the copper coins until they stop minting the 1 and 2 cents. Also pretty bad. That's also a negative aspect about Slovakia. But all in all, I think B tier is alright for them. And Italy, I would put the low A tier because they stopped also minting the 1 and 2 cents. But other than that, they mint every year for circulation with also some 1 million mintage €1 coins that are key dates, and also within the other denomination, there are some 2 million or 3 million years at least, which are for some people considered a key date. We also have a 5 cent 2003, I think it was it, or wasn't it? I think it was, with like less than 2 million mintage, which is also key date. Pretty cool key date that you will be happy when you find it finally in circulation. So Italy should be a quite nice. Yeah, Italy is a nice country to do date run. Hope to start that too soon. I hope I get somewhere Italian rainbow hunt and start an Italian date run. That's definitely Spain and Italy are definitely countries I want to start a date run soon, along with Greece maybe and Cyprus also, obviously. Yeah, let's see if I can do that next year. And oh yeah, France. I also want to start a French date run, but France is also for me a high C tier. It's not. I already thought about starting it, but it is worse than all of those countries in S, A, and B tier. They have never minted the 1 year again after the euro introduction, even with the new design. Not That's pretty bad. That puts them low. Also the 50 cents, a lot of NFC years for, but and are the NFC years findable? I think they are less findable than Dutch NFCs, German NFCs. Mm, but yeah, they are pretty hard, but are not. But they are findable probably if you hunt a lot. I've seen some of those get fined, but probably even less findable than some of the Slovakian ones. I feel like, but C is alright, but you don't have a lot of key dates as well, which makes me actually make them D tier. Most years are too easy to find for 20 cents, 10 cents, 5 cents, 1 cent, 2 cents, because they minted in very very high quantities. So you find them and keep them in your collection to keep your collection completed. But it's not really finds that make you really amazed or happy, because they are not hard to find, and you will find them a lot after your first find again. So yeah, France doesn't really have a lot of key dates. They only have NFCs, and NFCs are not really a positive effect because they are even harder to find than most of the key dates. And yeah, it means it's a bad thing for a collector's collector from circulation, in my opinion. Yeah, so D tier probably fits better, but let's put them in between those. Ireland is more likely a C tier. Ireland until 2014 is great because they have some nice key dates, and where you're happy when you find them, and they minted all of them for circulation, all denominations every year. That's pretty cool. But afterwards, you don't even know which years are NFC and which are not, and which are common and which are not. It's just a complete mess with the mintages, and that's also a thing that that you don't really like when you do date runs. And yeah, Ireland is a mess nowadays. So I don't even know what to rank them. I don't know how many NFCs they have and how many key dates they have afterwards. So it's even quite hard to actually rank them. But I think C tier is fine because until 2014 it's, I think, a great country for doing date runs, and I think I would even put them a high C. No, because of the mess. Let's put them bottom C tier, worst C tier, worst C tier. Yeah, Portugal is, I think, better than Slovakia. There are a lot of NFCs as well, but also some key dates, and yeah, I think overall not much to say about Portugal, but better than Slovakia. And Malta should be uh, B tier as well. We have some we have a lot, basically every, yeah, we have a lot of key dates for a lot of the nominations, but obviously they also don't mint every coin for circulation every year. Also a lot of NFCs that are very hard to find, but I think they are, but it's still I think a great country for date runs within the bec- because of the key dates and at least if you can get every they don't missed out for years or did they actually I'm not quite sure within the first years I think they also didn't mint like every year. Yeah, I just checked that. 2009 and 2010 has no NFC mintage. Well, that's not cool. That's not cool. That's not cool. No. No. But how many countries actually did that? I just noticed how many countries have certain years that are not even minted for NIC. But Slovakia don't have this. So I think that makes Malta bottom B tier. Bottom B tier, yeah. Because other than that, Malta is alright. And yeah, Lithuania has the same thing, but less years minted for circulation. I put them top C tier. Or let's put even Slovenia even wait, does Slovenia have years that they are not minted? No, they have minted every year. Yeah, let's make them they at least minted every year. Let's make them a B tier as well. And Germany, it's Germany. My own country should be a middle C tier. It's I don't know if it's cool to collect. You have a lot of work because of all the mint marks, and usually within the regulars, Germany doesn't really have key dates. They are either very common, high mintages, or they are NICs. But the NICs are findable at least because the unsold sets get released into circulation, which makes German NFCs better than some NFCs that are really impossible to find, like the Baltic NFCs, for example. Never really see Baltic NFCs get found in circulation. Latvia is F tier for kind of those reasons as well. So yeah, that's why Germany is fine with the C tier. So that's my tier list. So most fun countries to make date runs are here within Luxembourg, Cyprus, Spain, Croatia for now. We don't have a lot of years yet, and also Italy. It's a pretty nice country for date runs. The B tiers are also alright. I'd say it's still a B tier. B tier is still a good one. And yeah, within those countries are annoying. Those countries on the bottom are the annoying ones for collectors that collect from circulation. Well, I'm excited for your comments, but bye bye.